You send the message. 3 words. Nothing dramatic. And within seconds, your mind starts working on it like it's a puzzle with missing pieces. Did that sound too cold? Should you have added something warmer? What if they read it the wrong way? You didn't mean it like that. Or did you? By the time you've imagined 4 different reactions to a text that took 2 seconds to write, you already know what's happening. You're overthinking again. And somewhere in the back of your mind, a familiar thought shows up. Something is wrong with you. You think too much. You should be able to just let things go, the way other people seem to. But here's what's strange. The people who tend to overthink the most are often the ones who are sharp, observant, and quick to notice details other people miss. So if overthinking were really a flaw, why does it show up so often in minds that work so well? That question is where this gets interesting, because the answer isn't about weakness at all. It's about what your brain is actually built to do. Your brain didn't evolve to react to the world after things happen. It evolved to predict what's about to happen, before it happens. Scientists call this predictive processing, and it means your brain is constantly building guesses about the next moment, instead of waiting around to be surprised by it. Think about catching a ball thrown across a room. There isn't time to see it, calculate its path, and then move your hand. Your brain has already predicted where that ball will be a fraction of a second from now, and your hand moves to meet a future that hasn't happened yet. Or think about walking into a room and immediately sensing that something feels off, even before anyone says a word. You're not reacting to a fact. You're reacting to a prediction your brain built from tone, posture, and timing, all before your conscious mind caught up. This is happening constantly, in almost everything you do. Your brain is less like a camera recording the present, and more like a weather system, always forecasting what's coming next. Now here's where intelligence enters the story. A brain that's good at noticing patterns, good at connecting ideas, good at imagining possibilities, is also a brain that's very good at generating predictions. But that same ability that helps you solve problems and read situations accurately can also start generating far more scenarios than you actually need. This is called cognitive simulation, and it simply means running an imagined version of an event in your mind before it happens. A quick, useful simulation might be picturing how a difficult conversation will go so you can prepare for it. But a sharper mind doesn't stop at one version. It starts building 5. Then 8. Each one slightly different. Each one demanding to be considered. This is why an overthinker rarely gets stuck on one bad outcome. They get stuck on the sheer number of outcomes. The problem was never the fear of one specific result. It's the mental cost of holding open too many doors at once. So why doesn't the brain just pick one prediction and move on? This is where the twist comes in, and it explains almost everything about why overthinking feels so exhausting. Your brain doesn't just dislike bad outcomes. It dislikes not knowing, full stop. This is called intolerance of uncertainty, and it means an unresolved question can feel more threatening to your nervous system than an answer you don't like. That's why waiting for a reply can feel worse than receiving disappointing news. A closed door, even a bad one, gives your brain something to work with. An open question gives your brain permission to keep working, and working, and working, generating scenario after scenario in an attempt to close a gap that refuses to close. So when you replay a conversation for the 10th time, you're not failing to think clearly. Your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. It's trying to eliminate uncertainty by simulating every possible version of reality until one of them finally feels safe enough to settle on. The problem is that some situations don't have a single correct answer to simulate your way into. And a brain that's especially good at generating possibilities can end up trapped in its own resourcefulness. This changes the entire story you've been telling yourself. Overthinking was never proof that something is wrong with you. It's proof that your brain takes your safety seriously enough to keep searching for certainty, even when certainty isn't available yet. You're not broken. You're running a protective system that occasionally forgets when to stop protecting you. And that reframe matters, because the moment you understand overthinking as a mechanism instead of a personal failure, something shifts. You stop asking why you're like this, and start asking what your brain is trying to accomplish in this exact moment. Sometimes the answer is that it's trying to prepare you for something real. And sometimes the answer is that it's simply run out of new information and kept simulating anyway. Understanding the difference is the first step toward loosening the grip that overthinking has on you. Not by silencing your mind, but by recognizing what it's actually doing, and gently reminding it that not every open question needs to be solved tonight. Your brain was never trying to torture you. It was trying to protect you from a future it couldn't quite see clearly enough. Now that you can see what it's doing, you get to decide how much of that prediction you actually need to run.